I had somebody cancel on me on the podcast, which is okay. Kind of gives me some time to actually just go over some of the stuff that's been going on. A lot of stuff has been going on. So I'm gonna go grab some dinner and take you guys on a little adventure with me. I think it'll be cool. Yeah, you'll enjoy it. Got my NPC. I don't think I'm gonna take my NPC with me today because I kind of just want to go over what's been going on. So I'm gonna let the dogs out real quick and grab some food from Shiro's, which is in Ewa Beach, Hawaii. It's a dope spot. It's a good spot. I hope I'm not too close. I don't have the LCD screen on my camera flipped so I can see myself, so hopefully I don't look retarded. Anyways, we're on nostalgic neg right now. Sun's beaming on me. I got an ND filter, something cheap that I got in San Francisco. Yeah, I wanted to not vlog with my iPhone or my Ace Pro 2. I kind of wanted to bring out this XM5. I got optical image stabilization. My 16-80 f4, which isn't that great, but it's my workhorse camera, so hopefully the little jerks are kind of not as bad. All right, come on, dogs. Let's go. We're going inside, grab some food. She was like, well, she shot me a message, and she was like, you could just start on your podcast. I already fed the dogs, but you do have to get dinner. Oh, I don't know if this is good dynamic range right now. Hopefully it is. All right, dogs, come on. We gotta go outside. Let's go outside. Come on. You're not going with me, but you are coming out here. I have to go get dinner. Move. No. Stay back. Yeah, I don't know how to just be nice. Having a camera like this for vlogging and like trying to do activities is not the business. There, got my notepad. It just has some notes about some stuff that's been going on. It'll spark some memory and stuff because I do have a horrible memory. This tracker and my cameras, I swear I'll be putting them through hell. It's leaning on my dashboard right now, on my tripod. Whatever. It's an XM5. It's meant for vlogging, right? All right, let me go close my gate. There we go. Let's roll. All right, we're rolling now. We're really testing the dynamic range, I can tell. I wanted to go over what I've experienced since I started my little podcast venture, so you guys can get an understanding of what it's like to start a podcast. And it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be pretty complicated, actually. I wouldn't say it can be. Certain things are complicated, but I want to go over like some of the mental things that I've gone through, and that goes with regular life, and also, you know, the physical things and the technical things. So it's going to be good, but I do want to discuss that over at Ewa Beach. I've been wanting to go to this little spot right off the beach where you can park your vehicle and you can just chill. Hopefully there's going to be some surfers there. I could do some slow-mo, 60 frames per second, longboard videos, and then I could just put it on the blog. Yeah, but that's what I want to do. And like I said, right now I'm shooting on negative nostalgic neg. A little more nostalgic neg, and I think that is it. 24 frames per second, and with a little ND filter at f4 right now. So shooting with my tracker. I haven't really driven this thing much because it's hard on my back. If you guys are old or getting old like me, or if you have back issues, getting a Chevy tracker is not the business. It's not good on your back, and it's even worse when your AC doesn't work in the summer in traffic. If you're from Ewa Beach, you know that sign. Man, 16 mil zoomed out all the way is not that bad in here when you're tilting your camera over. Oh, damn lady. Figure it out, bruh. Figure it out, bruh. You could do this too if I want. If I really wanted to. Okay. Are we live now? Man, they are shredding out there. They are shredding. So I'm just gonna talk and bullshit because I have a dope sunset and I just want to go over what I was originally gonna go over. Now the first thing was 500 subscribers. That was hard. I've experimented like for over a year on how to just get 500 subscribers. That was dirty. I went from Mike Tyson videos, like quotes and stuff like that, and it wasn't working. It was working, but I wasn't getting a lot of subscribers from it. And as I grew up, which you're probably gonna do as well, you're eventually going to change a little bit and get better at certain things in life, and then all of a sudden you are making different content or wanting to make different content. Now, what I would say is make sure that you have a way to help people. When you try to act intriguing, I learned this from Myron Golden, one of my favorite peoples. You have to genuinely care about the people that you are trying to help or the audience that you're trying to gain. You have to genuinely be intrigued by them. You have to be obsessed with solving other people's problems. Now, when I figured that out, I changed my whole perspective because I've always wanted to help people. My profession is doing that, but I wanted to help them in the creative field. I just didn't know how I was going to do that. I finally found it. Years of trial and error trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I finally found it, and ever since then, I just started plugging all of the skills that I've developed through the years of not knowing what I'm gonna do. So yeah, that's what I did. As that happened, that's when the subscribers finally started growing, and that's when I actually started getting better at attaining subscribers. And that's because I've been obsessed of wanting to help people. You have to be obsessed. If you look at my website that I just plugged in and actually did, you'll notice that I wrote an article. I learned WordPress. I never used WordPress until like 2 days ago, but I'd messed with web builders before, and all of a sudden I was like, this isn't good enough. And then my boy from Enzo Domain took me up with WordPress, and eventually that's when I started getting really good at website development, which I wouldn't say I'm really good. I'm not starting from square one because I've dabbled in it in the past. So that's what I mean. Now that I'm interviewing multiple people, what I realize is that I am getting better at asking. Well, recruiting duty got me good at asking questions. Now what I do is basically use the same techniques when it comes to trying to learn people's ambitions and goals and their achievements that they desire. I got good at asking those questions because all I've been doing for 3 years was just asking questions, having people tell me what their goals are, and I'm good at listening, and I'm truly intrigued by what they're trying to do. So as time goes on, I just ask the questions and they tell me what their goals are, and I just shut up and listen. I genuinely want to help out certain people, so I'm writing articles, I'm plugging it in my website, and basically what I'm doing is I'm giving enough value to people out there to where if you give enough out, it's going to start coming back. Have I got money yet? No, I have not got money, but I have skills in so many different arenas now where I can start getting money. And if you look at my website, I'm saying I'm interviewing the first 100 people for free. This is actually good advice. Somebody that probably knows somebody that you can get on, and that's what you probably should be doing. It's actually working out very good for me. I have enough people to where I can stay consistent with my interviews and bring them in. Now, let's get into the technical aspects. I can give you guys some real sauce because it might sound like a lot when you're learning cameras, learning audio, learning visual, doing all of those things, right? How do I produce so fast? If you look, I haven't really done this for that long, but I'm pretty fast at creating the content, pushing it out, descriptions, chapters, all of these things. The plug, and I'm not even sponsored by these guys, and I should be, is Riverside FM. I think Opus, I keep hearing the comparison to Opus, that you can use Opus, but I wouldn't say I know Riverside, so I'm gonna stick with that and say use Riverside FM. What you can do, or what it does for me, is I'll create the pot video, right? It starts upstreaming as soon as you start recording your videos. It'll start upstreaming 1080p. You can do 4K, but it gets very slow and laggy. Uploading a 1080p video up to the Riverside cloud, and then from there it'll generate you a description, the chapters, it'll generate everything, the segments, the reels, and it'll even rate them for you on which ones will be good for you to actually publish. So what I do is I will get the description that it develops based off the transcripts, basically your conversation that you have with the guest. It develops copy and paste transcripts, or you can download the text of. Am I getting eaten? I better not be getting eaten. It'll develop the transcripts for you, and then what I do is I copy and paste from my transcripts that into Grok, and then I ask it to develop some titles, and then I read through the titles, and it'll actually give you titles too, but I don't like the titles that it gives you. And then I asked Grok to give me 10 titles based off this transcript. This is a video that I'm trying to publish, and I have a podcast. Grok already knows me. Grok already knows like how I talk, my communication level, how I do everything. And what it does is it'll generate 10 or however many titles that I want, and I can pick one, and then I can also change up the description to suit it, because you can copy and paste that as well, and that's all driven from Riverside. So the chapters, the descriptions, the keywords, everything is already made for me, so all I have to do is really proofread it or change it up if I want to. I don't have to create it because it's already created based off the words that I use and the words that my guests use during the podcast. Going into the articles when you're publishing websites or publishing on the website, my words are already spoken. Like I said, with Grok, it already knows me. And I ask it to develop an article based off the conversation that I have using the language that I use. So from there, I can proofread whatever it generates. If I don't like it, I can change it up, say it sounds weird, or I don't like the way it sounds. I don't think I talk like that, Grok. Get back on your A game, and it'll eventually start doing what it needs to do and change and adjusting it for me. So that is what it does. Publish the article, or proofread it all, change it up however I see fit. I'm starting from 80% rather than starting from 0 at everything that I do. So how do I know how to be so efficient? How can I publish a website, publish articles, find articles that I want to create, put them out within the same day, and do a podcast, all one-man team? It's because I developed the technical skills with the cameras and stuff, and at the same time I developed the communication skills as I keep talking to the camera like I'm doing now. And also I found AI efficiencies. I just had a conversation with Circe today on how to use AI, because when I first was learning AI, I was having it make some drum stems for me, making whole songs for me so I can get inspiration, and trying to chop samples and chop all of these things. But at the end of the day, it wasn't raw. So I stopped. AI in music creation for me is not the business. I don't hate on it, but it's not working for me. So AI with music, dead. I don't need to use it for that. You have to identify where AI is going to suit you best. And in my case, it's being able to do all of the legwork for descriptions, the chapters, the keywords, the SEO stuff, the segments, chopping up my video, chopping out the pauses, the ums, all of those things. And eventually, within an hour or less, I can have a whole I can spend an hour creating the podcast, spend an hour publishing it, and then boom, it's out. And then I can spend 30 minutes to an hour creating an article on the artist based off of the words that I used during the conversation and the words that the guests used, and then push all of that out all within 3 hours, and boom, I have whole thing going, a whole operation going, and it's super quick. I just gave you guys money. If you guys want to know exactly how to do that or have a conversation that best suits you, then let me know and we can actually have that conversation. Besides that, that's where I'm at with my thing. When I started, I had about 300 subscribers, and now I'm at 570. And 500 to 570, I noticed there's a bigger jump. So things are going well. I'll give you guys another update when the time comes. But for now, let's try to get some slow-mo surfers. How was it?
Good.
Heck yeah.
Good wave surfing.
Yeah.
Good.